Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. So today I'm going to be doing a little get ready with me while I answer some of your guys' questions, a little like catch up with me, I guess. I feel like I haven't filmed a Q&A in a while, but I think I did one last month, so I guess I kind of have. I thought it would be fun to do a little get ready with me in Q&A. As you can see, I'm already ready, so if you guys want to see how I did my makeup and all that good stuff, and also answering some of your guys' questions, just keep on watching. Starting off with a question as I'm in the middle of putting on my concealer is, how do you manage to have such a clear skin, mashallah? Y'all, that is far from the truth. I do not have clear skin at all. Honestly, my skin is like my biggest problem area. Like my acne is so annoying. It comes and goes. I'll have times where I'm like, oh yeah, my skin's doing a lot better, my skin's finally clearing up, and then boom, out of nowhere I'll just like break out like crazy. So as you can see, I'm putting like concealer everywhere because my skin is not clear at all. I wish it was. I literally just bought this concealer. As you can see, it's all over my face and it's already like separating. I don't know why that is, or what's going on with Tarte Shape Tape's concealers, or if I'm just like keep getting old ones, or I don't know. If anyone knows why my concealer keeps doing that, let me know, because I just bought a new one and I thought like my old one did this because it was old, but I just bought this one and it's already separating like that. Like, I don't know, it works fine though when I'm putting it on my face, so I'm like, I don't know if that really matters, but I'm just going to blend that out. If you're wondering what I do prep wise to my skin, I just go in with my Supergoop Unseen sunscreen. It acts like a primer as well. Love this stuff. And just like regular moisturizer, and I also like to use a hyaluronic acid serum every morning. So that's the prep to my skin. But let me get into a question. What's it like being an adult, living by yourself, etc.? It's definitely very different from like living at home. I feel like I've lived at home my whole life. Like, this was the first time I've ever moved out on my own. Because even when I went to like college, I did a community college first for 2 years, so I never like moved out because of college and that whole experience, which I never wanted to. I'm like a super introverted person and like a homebody, and I love being at home and stuff. So like I had no problem like staying at home for like another few years before. But yeah, I've always been like a homebody, but it's definitely different. You do like my parents, alhamdulillah, like they give me a lot of freedom, but I guess it's like a different sense of freedom when you like live on your own, and it's really nice like having your own space, decorating it how you want to decorate it, just doing whatever you want with it. And yeah, I like it, it's nice, but at times it does get a little like lonely. What I mean by that is like when you're like living with your parents or at your parents' house, or at least in my situation, like my mom was always home, my dad was usually always home too, and so like there would always be someone home, like, or my sister would be home. I got super used to there always being like people around and stuff like that. So yeah, I feel like I'm alone a lot of the times when I'm in my apartment, because like Farid's at work or whatever, and like I have class and I'll just like come back home. So I'm at home a lot and I don't mind it at all. It is kind of like an adjustment, I guess you could say. If you're new to my channel, yes, I use my concealer as like my foundation, I guess you could say. I just find it works the best for me, and it just feels so like light. And it doesn't feel like a lot of makeup on my face. Like when I put like a whole thing of foundation on, it just feels so heavy and I hate like the feeling of it, and so it makes me not want to wear makeup. So doing my makeup like this way is honestly very nice. Can you guys tell that the lighting is changing? It just got really dark out of nowhere. I don't know if that affected the lighting, but yeah, try it out. If you like don't like the feeling of foundation, just like do concealer on your problem areas. Find a concealer that like matches pretty well with your face. For some reason I feel like this one works pretty well and it matches pretty well, so yeah, I don't have a problem with it. But next up, I'm just going to curl my eyelashes. Literally makes the biggest difference. My lips are so chapped. My ultimate favorite mascara, I have shared this a lot with you guys. It is the Lash Princess from Essence, and it's so inexpensive. It's like $4.99 I believe, or $5.99. I think it's $4.99. Super inexpensive, and it works really good. I personally really love it. Shout out to my friend Zeno for putting me on this mascara. Another question is, how did you know Farid was the one? Love your videos. Thank you. It means so much to me when you guys tell me you like love watching my videos. Like, it motivates me to just like keep going. But I get this question so much every time I ask you guys to ask me questions. I will always have this question in there, like, how did you know Farid was the one? And I don't know how to answer it, so like I never really answer it. Like, you never really know if someone is the one. The answer everyone always goes with is like, you just know when you know, but honestly I feel like you don't know, or like you never really know, but I guess you could say like you just know when you know, like when you feel like it's right, I guess, like, you know, go along, move along with it. I think the biggest thing like with being Muslim is like, you know, just putting that trust in Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, that like whatever happens with your life, it is all for a reason. So like praying istikhara when you're like in that stage and you feel like you found someone and you think they're the one, I think praying istikhara is like the biggest indicator. I am going to do another coat later, and I think like, I guess some advice if you're like kind of stuck on like knowing if this person that you're potentially like wanting to marry is the one, I would say the most important thing to look at is like, does this person's values and core beliefs like align with yours? I feel like if you agree on the basics with this person and like your goals are like around the same, they don't clash with each other. I mean, not to say that like you can't marry someone and have differences, you obviously can, but I guess that's like a big cause of fights within people, but not to say that, what am I trying to say? I'm gonna go on with this Milk Makeup Lip and Cheek thing. I love this stuff. It's in the shade Work and it also smells so good. I'm gonna go in with the same brush, but this one's a clean one for my blush to blend it out, so I'm not using the same brush for everything. I have more than one of the same brush. I just like this brush, so I use it. But what I was saying was like, if your guys' core values and beliefs align, I feel like after that like main thing is in place, I feel like that's a really important thing. But not to say like if they don't align that your relationship couldn't work. I think the biggest thing is just like having that understanding within each other. Also just like, it's just good vibes with that person. I don't know, I feel like with me and Farid, like whenever we're together, I'm never bored, I'm never like tired of him. I mean, I do get annoyed of him, but I'm never really like bored of him. We always have a good time. It's never like awkward. So I feel like that's how I knew. I was like, oh yeah, like we always get along. We're not like awkward with each other. We're just always having a good time together. And that's like what was really important to me, I guess. Like just finding that like friend within my spouse as well was an important thing to me. I feel like today I am not able to like put my thoughts into words properly. I'm just not making any sense, I bet. Someone asked, do you or Farid know Arabic? If so, what do you guys know? Merhaba. No, I do not know any Arabic. What does that even mean? I think I said hello, right? Or not hello. What did I say? What does merhaba mean? I can't remember. I just remember Farid would say that when we were in Turkey. I can't remember what that word even means. Someone tell me in the comments. I really wish I understood Arabic. Unfortunately, I only know how to read it because my parents had put me in Quran class when I was younger. So I do not know how to speak Arabic. Neither does Farid. Farid does know like a few words here and there, but yeah, he doesn't really know Arabic either, unfortunately. How do you overcome feeling insecure in hijab, especially if no one else in your family wears it? One of the struggles I had with like finally taking that decision to put on the hijab was like the fact that no one in my family wore it, and I was like scared to tell my mom or my sister that I wanted to wear hijab because they didn't wear it. But I got over that, and I, alhamdulillah, like I don't ever really feel like insecure with my hijab. I just have such a love for my hijab and wearing it. I know I don't wear it perfectly, but I really do just like love the hijab. I just find it so empowering. Like people can only see what you want them to see. And I find that very empowering, and I just love the hijab because of that reason. Also, I stopped doing my makeup. I'm gonna do this little eyebrow thing, but yeah, I don't know, I really just love hijab. I don't really feel like insecure in it, like around my family or anything in general. Okay, but actually, now that I think about it, I think one of the reasons why I don't like feel as like insecure in my hijab or anything, even though like no one in my family wears it, is like I still have like my friend Zainab wears it, so that's like another support. My aunt wears it, so that makes me feel like, I guess, less alone, you could say. But I guess it's because, like, you know when you like look good, you feel good kind of thing. Like what I mean by that is like, just like I've had so much fun in like finding my style with the hijab and like, you know, like wearing outfits and whatever, and like I feel like just like feeling confident and like comfortable in the outfits that I wear is what makes me feel more confident in my hijab. Like liking like the dresses I'm wearing or whatever it makes me feel like confident and comfortable in my hijab, if that makes sense. Because I feel like if I was wearing stuff that I didn't really feel like the best in, then I would like feel like that would lead to me feeling insecure in my hijab. But I feel like since wearing my hijab, my style has actually improved, and I'm like finally finding what I like to wear, just like feeling comfortable in that, and great. But yeah, I don't know if that helps, like finding your style, finding the hijab style that you think suits your face shape and all that. I feel like that is all very like important. It helps you feel like very confident and secure in your hijab, and I feel like that is an important part of that. I hope that somewhat helped. Do you still have the house? I am so glad someone asked this question because I have been meaning to address this. I just wanted to wait till like things were like set in stone before I talked about them. So me and Farid did actually make the decision to sell our house back in New Mexico. We had a few reasons for doing so. We were both kind of just like, we didn't really know if we wanted to live in New Mexico, and buying a house is a bigger responsibility than both of us realized, for sure. Even like renting it out or doing something like that, you know, we were thinking like maybe we should just like rent this house out, and then like, you know, it's like a good investment. But even doing that, like when you're not living there and it's like kind of harder to manage from like 12 hours away, or a 12-hour drive away, probably like a 4-hour plane ride I think, from California. We kind of like both kind of went back and forth with it a lot since we got the house. We were like, should we have gotten a house there? Like, are we really going to move to New Mexico? Like, what are we doing? But it was nice to be homeowners for like a good year-ish, I would say. It was almost a year, which probably kind of sounds funny to you guys. But also another reason we had for selling the house was the New Mexico house market. It definitely went up in price. So when we bought that house, it was a little like above the like house market has been in a while. So me and Farid were both scared that like, what if the house price drops and we would just be like, oh, like we could have gotten this house for a lot cheaper. And so the house actually did go up in value since we had purchased it, and so we were like, let's just sell it while it's up in value. And we're still like not sure if we want to live there or whatever, and we're like, let's just make a profit while we can, because maybe in like 2-3 years we're like, okay, yeah, let's sell this. And let's say like the house market in New Mexico kind of dropped a little since we had gotten that house. Am I making sense explaining this? I don't know. But yeah, so we did end up selling that house, and kind of sad about it because never really lived there, never really furnished it, so I never got to experience being like a homeowner, I would say, because we never like furnished the place or anything like that. We got like a little futon couch, like not even a proper couch, and we got like 2 mattresses in there, so we didn't really like furnish anything, thankfully. Well, I'll talk to you guys. I'm also gonna do powder blush in Luminoso. I cannot multitask. I have like not been doing my makeup as I've been talking to you guys, I feel like. But yeah, we did, what was I saying? I think what I was saying was that Farid did stay in that house for like a little bit less than a month. If you guys remember that whole video I did where I like surprised him because he was like staying back in New Mexico, and he also realized during that time, he was like, you know, I don't really want to move back here, I guess. Like, he's like, I like California better. Literally as soon as we put it up on the market, somebody put an offer in the next day, I would say, or was it like 2 days later? So yeah, all worked out perfectly, alhamdulillah. And that chapter is now closed. Inshallah, one day we can own a house again, hopefully in California, but California house market is like insane. I don't know why the cost of living is so expensive out here. I really hope it goes back down a little. Like, it just keeps going up. The gas prices are insane right now. It's not fun. But so yeah, that chapter is closed, like I said. How did you stay consistent in making content? Ooh, okay. I just love creating content for you guys, but to be completely honest with you guys, I have had times where I have felt a little bit unmotivated, because I feel like this is gonna sound bad, but like when you see like your views drop from what they used to be, like I feel like at the end of the day, if you're trying to do this as a job, or if you're trying to make a career out of you know, creating content and stuff, the like view count and like subscriber count and all that stuff does make a difference. And like I noticed, and like between, I think it was like last summer, I feel like my channel like really like grew a lot in a short period of time, and I was like, oh my gosh, like, oh alhamdulillah, like I was so happy about it. And then eventually it like slowed down, and I felt like my views have just dropped so much since then. For a little bit I did kind of get into that mindset where I was like, man, does anyone even like watching my content? Like, everyone just stopped watching that used to watch, and like no one even engages with it anymore. And then seeing some of you guys that just like comment like the sweetest things, and you guys tell me you love watching my videos and you love looking forward to them, like those comments are what really helps me like stay consistent with creating content, because I'm like, oh, there are people that enjoy watching it. Even if it's like a small number of people that enjoy it, there is someone out there that like enjoys watching my content. So that like really motivates me. But I have had times where I've been like unmotivated, and I feel like I've never talked about that with you guys before, but I definitely have had my moments where I was like, man, does anyone even enjoy watching me? Like, why am I even doing this, you know? Like, what's the point? My channel's dying. Like, I have definitely had those moments, because there was like a point where I like noticed my channel was growing, and then I was like, wait, why did it just stop? Like, okay, nobody likes me anymore. Like, why am I even trying? But yeah, I'm still here, still making content for you guys, and never stopped. Thankful for all you guys that do watch and support my videos, and it means the world to me. And just like seeing some of your guys' comments, it really like motivates me. And whenever I've like felt like that and I like read those comments and stuff, it would just motivate me all over again. Planning on going to Hajj or Umrah, not anytime soon, but I really hope that one day, inshallah, we can go. I feel like I'm pretty much done with my makeup. Did I put too much blush on this side? Hold on, let me blend that in a bit. I don't know what I did here. I don't even know what I've been doing with my makeup. I cannot multitask. I don't know why I try to film these get ready with me videos. I may have overdone it a little on the blush. I cannot tell. No, I think we're good. Okay, wait, what was it? Oh, the Hajj or Umrah. But we aren't like planning it right now. But I do really want to go soon, inshallah. That would be amazing. I haven't looked into it, but is there still like all those restrictions that they were having? I'm gonna do some bottom mascara. That is it for the questions. I'm done with my makeup, as you can see. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Don't forget to leave a like, comment, and subscribe, and I will see you guys in my next video. Bye!